Hey everyone, and welcome to another Star Wars figure review. This time, we're taking a look at the ARC Trooper Captain, the Walmart exclusive on the Clone Wars card back. Look at him all fresh and sexy there. It's definitely a good word to describe him. Looking good. Captain Fordo, I believe, is his... I don't know if that's in canon? Not 100% sure. Haven't quite looked into it. I know that there was a previous vintage collection figure that was a similar deco, had like a phase 1, phase 2 design, jam-packed into one. Relatively the same figure, but this one has a more accurate design for the Clone Wars, having this part of the helmet all colored in and whatnot. Fordo, I think, just had a red stripe going up to mimic the design of the normal ranking officers in the Phase 1 clone army. Yeah, so let's take a look at him. This is the card back here, ARC Trooper Captain. There is a blue variation that I have not gotten yet, but when I do, I will surely do a video on it. I want to get a few of those because there are a few of them that go along with him in the show. We've got the art on the back there from the cartoon. Cool, cool, cool. Even cooler is when he's out of focus. Almost. Come on now. Don't make me put my hand in that picture. He made me do it. I'm sorry. He made me do it. He's going to make me do it again. Stay focused. You're not going to stay focused. I put too much shadow there, I think. Alright. Come on now. He doesn't want to focus on him. I apologize. Alright, well, he's being a pain in the butt. There we go. Crisp. Good. After all that, we can get on to how I'm loving this figure. I know it's on the body that a lot of people have been having issues with because they think that the legs are too skinny. I will agree. I think the legs could be a little bit smaller. This guy right here is like the... he's in the foreground a little bit. But I think Clone Troopers work a little bit better when they're slightly smaller. This is a good height. This is what they were, average height for them for like the longest time, using like the old style trooper body. Legs were a little stockier. Actually looks like you've got a leg inside of that armor over there, whereas like down here, the thigh isn't too bad. It's mostly the shin armor. It's a little too thin. If that was like bulked out a little bit, it would look much better. Same body as the all of the troopers in the 4-pack, the Bad Batch 4-pack. You can see they have the gangly leg syndrome as well. Actually wanted to try something. I'll put Captain Gray off to the side there. Show him off a little bit alongside. But I love the little like kama, however you want to say it. It's nice and long, soft goods, absolutely love it. Always love when they put soft goods on a figure, just makes it that much more posable. And actually, one part of this figure that I absolutely love, I'm not a huge fan of the like the gray belt. I wish they had done like maybe a whiter color for that. I'm sure that probably matches like the cartoon. Yeah, the cartoon has a gray belt, but I think it would look better if it was all white. Obviously they're going for the cartoon. I do have a slight it's misprinted a little bit there, but I could just fill that in with some gray paint or something. Just do a little weathering up there. Fill that in nice and good. It would have been nice if this was yellow. I know in the cartoon it's like on this arm or something, but it would have been a nice little detail to add. You know, might paint that as well at some point, just to add a little more color to them. But one aspect of the belt that I do enjoy is that you can pull the kama back and like kind of tuck it under the belt. the holsters and get some like nice, like dynamic, like waving going on. And I love that. It's like a nice and tight under the holsters, and you can get some really quick, like dynamic, kind of like wind action going on. And that's great for like posing and stuff. Really awesome. If this had been like a rubber situation like we've gotten in the past, I'll give you a little flash of what we could have gotten. Here's a Commander Wolf. Just a static rubber. Gross. Get it out of here. Bye-bye. Commander Wolf is only redeemed by how amazing his helmet is. Another point of contention for these figures here. The helmet looks great for the most part. And you'd be able to see that if it wasn't so blurry. Super blurry. Come on now. Gonna focus. Absolutely not. He doesn't want you to see how good he is. That's the problem. There we go. A little better. Be able to focus better now. The helmet's great. I've noticed the deco on a lot of them has been misaligned. I'm assuming it wasn't able to do a full like paint line all the way up because of how this is raised up. So they had to segment it, but the machines have been off by the tiniest little bit on like almost every figure that's gone out. I've seen almost all of them have the misalignment. And it would have been nice if they did like articulated rangefinders. They've done them amazingly on the ARC Troopers, the newer ones. Nice little plastic. You know, it's a nice, relatively rigid plastic. Obviously, it'll break and bend if you push on it too hard, but I mean, these are fantastic. Oh! Down he goes. But I really wish they would get in the habit of doing this type of thing. It's just a little rangefinder that you can't see because it's just too blurry. That's just plugged into the side, easily articulated. Wish they would do that more with more figures. Definitely appreciated. Would have been a nice little addition on here. Just a little white piece of plastic, painted in the middle. Don't even have to paint it, could just left it all white. We could have painted it if we wanted to. Been a nice little bit of articulation. But the bigger issue is, who's this guy? He's an imposter. He's not a clone. He's also a slight little wonk to the eyes, which is an issue when they come with their helmets on in the packs, on the cards. It obviously looks cool with the trooper helmets on, but you can't see what the face looks like underneath. And with the new paint apps, you want these things to look nice and clean, and it looks good for the most part. I mean, it looks really good. It's just his like left eye is just like a slight. There's like if it had a little bit more white on the inside of his eye, it would have looked great, but it doesn't. So some situations looks a little wonky, like something like that. A little wonk to it. He's looking two different directions. Oh, he's vigilant. Not gonna struggle with the holsters right now. The blasters go in. They sit nice because like the barrels go all the way down. Not too functional in real life, I would imagine, but it works for the figures. Got some paint misalignment on the arm too, especially above the strap there. I'm probably gonna paint that in at some point. But nothing too crazy as far as issues here. But like I said, the head. Who is this guy? I know there is like an actor that they used for like kind of the in-between Daniel Logan and Tamara Morrison. But people don't change too much from when they're like in their late teens to adulthood, they might thicken out a little bit, but definitely not going to go from this guy to this guy anytime soon. But I was actually curious to see. Pop some heads off here. Because this is the same body, so this head should pop right on. Yep. A little tight. But, ooh, that looks nice. I have not done this yet, and that is a fresh-looking ARC Trooper. The helmet, that is why they used the old head, is because, I mean, you could wedge it on there, but this head, or this helmet, is not designed to fit Mr. Tamara Morrison's adult head. So that is why we get this head, because they did not want to make a new ARC Trooper helmet. I've figured it out for us all. The reasoning we get this old style head is because they did not want to develop a new ARC Trooper Phase 1 helmet to fit over these glorious Django clones. Look at that. Oh, it's so good. They've got so many of them that they've been using recently that I want to see them use them more. And they are using them more because the new 501st Trooper that is coming out soon, hopefully soon, they've been showing up in some places, uses the new Tamara Morrison heads. Tamara Morrison. Wait, he's got a hard name to say. But yeah, other than that, this figure is super dynamic. I love the poses I can get him in. Like I said, the comma. Just flapping behind him. So quick, easy to do. Just looks great. Just like there's wind flown past his thighs. Gotta love it. One thing that I've had issues with my figure, don't know if it's a widespread thing, haven't seen anything else about it online. My wrists on this guy, they don't want to move much, and I'm not going to force them. I don't need them to move that much anyway. Little bit of a, bummer, because like I like when, especially in a pose like this, I like kind of turning the wrist up a little bit, which you can do with this hand if it worked properly, but it's not really working too good. Also, there's a lot of chonk in the wrist on this one. I think it's a little extra molding to it or something, but a little extra plastic in there. But yeah, that is the ARC Trooper Captain. Like I said, cannot wait to get some blue ones. Really hoping that they go back up on Walmart sometime soon. They tend to find like leftover stock, or even if they hit stores, that'd be awesome. But I know there's only been like one report that we've seen of some of the captains being in store. Some people think that they're like online returns. I think it was a little too soon for there to be an online return showing up on a shelf in a store. But yeah, awesome figures. If you haven't gotten any, just try and get some. Don't pay stupid prices. If wait a few months, Walmart likes popping things up on their website when they find them randomly. And sometimes it's like way down the line and things get put up for super cheap, which is awesome. Because Walmart doesn't care that they're clone troopers. They just want to get them out as quick as possible. So yeah, keep an eye out. Pick them up if you see them online, in stores. I mean, you only really need one because there's only one in the show. But if you are afraid that you can't find the blue ones, I mean, and you like painting, I'm sure you could paint some of these guys up to look pretty cool. And they're definitely, I mean, even a bunch of red ones would look awesome. So yeah, that's the ARC Trooper Captain from the Clone Wars animated line, subline in the Vintage Collection, Walmart exclusive. Tons of little extra words thrown in there. Can't just be ARC Trooper Captain. Gotta know exactly which one it is, because there's been another one before. So don't get confused. Walmart exclusive. Find them. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Comment. Follow me on Instagram, JohnRunner88 as well. I post a lot of pictures on there, especially like behind the scenes stuff. I like doing that. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye, guys.